All right, let's get into it. Damas, I can't complain at all. How are you doing today? I see my mic levels going. That's a good sign. Let's go to the just chatting. Camera looks like it's on, but it doesn't look like I'm in focus. One second. That looks a little better. Looks like I'm in focus now. And Black Fist, thank you for the $10 donation, man. Hope you're doing well. How are you? Um, okay, and then let me go to playing games and bam. And I see desktop audio levels moving as well. We should be in business. How's everybody doing? I'm doing all right for Saturday. Got absolutely no complaints, so I figured why not get into some more pillars. Who are we supposed to be looking for? Again, is it Henrik? No, it's not him, but you know what? We might as well check the stores while we're here. See if there's anything in particular we want. And nope, not that. Edson, what's going on, man? Got my red folder, so I'll just leave this on and move down to my dungeon. Awesome.
Why?
Awesome, Blackfist. I'll assume that means you're doing relatively well. The amazing truly. Oh, +2 alchemy. We don't need that. Mortal protection. That's okay. Okay, we don't really need any of this. What are we supposed to be doing for Old Girl's quest? Deliver a missive. Suspects that she's being one accept until her stalker is dealt with. She describes as an average-looking Wana male.
Race you to the coral.
And how are we supposed to find this guy?
What? Just
Alien.
because you have webbed fingers and I can't swim?
Unless you're here to kick me off the docks this time.
Nothing there. Lone survivor? What's this?
Right here,
Lucky to have met you, friend.
Nope.
Picked the right
You were a
island
real
to get
good son.
marooned on.
You think it's smart?
Bubs, what's going on? How are you? Pretty chill Sunday morning here. Headed to for the White March. Awesome. Awesome. So, how much longer do you feel like you'll probably have until you're done with the game? Does she have anything to say?
Watcher, do you seek a blessing from the light?
Farewell. Okay. Yes, sir. Thanks for the King Art Knight's Tale video. I'm really enjoying that game. Awesome. That's awesome. Happy to hear it. I really enjoyed it too. I might get back into it this year. They've made a lot of patches and updates, so I'm curious in what ways it has changed. Why can't I find this dude? Are we really supposed to just be searching around for him?
How are we supposed to fight a giant?
We don't. We
Let
run.
me check again. And won't leave except mine is missing until a stalker's dealt with. She describes him as an average-looking Wana male.
There's water on all sides.
And then run in circles.
Oh, maybe he. Oh, wait, who's Baru?
With an idea.
I'm on the
Another
next
storm
ship out of
doesn't
here.
sink us.
Unless you're here to kick me off the docks this time.
Fishmonger. They're not a Mau. Sailor. No clue. Taking my time with it. Played through a few times already. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. So this isn't your first playthrough. For some reason, I thought it was. Nice.
I'm lucky to have met you,
Yep, I
friend.
talked to you already.
You're a real good soul.
How am I supposed to find this guy? Let's check in the crack his eye just to be sure. If this run, Pillars of the Dam, goes okay, I might try for the triple crown. Ooh, okay. Acoustic, what's going on, man? Yeah, the late game builds are absolutely fantastic. And I just really enjoyed making my way through the game.
Crew's getting antsy.
Maybe we catch
Or,
them loose.
does he know?
Think you'd come back here?
No, anyone hold their own to fight? I
Folks
thought we
come
already
by here
did
all
that.
the time.
Oh, no, these are the mercs. No, I don't need any mercs. Oh, there's more crew I can recruit, but nobody interesting. Okay. Where is this dude? Where the hell am I supposed to find him? Crazy Monk, what's going on, man? What you guys prefer for Pillars of Eternity? Turn-based or real-time? I tried turn-based, but encounters be dragging. Yep, that's why I went with real-time with Pauls. It just feels to me like Pillars of Eternity is meant to be played real-time with Pauls, so I stick with that. me personally. But I love in Pathfinder the flexibility you have to switch back and forth between either one. I wish more games allowed you to do that, but you know, nothing's perfect. Mistro, what's going on? How are you? I'm so confused. Where the hell is this person
Is he
at?
dead? Or must I handle everything myself?
Tua crosses her arms and waits. How do you and Maya know each other?
There's no easy answer to that. I was her commanding officer on a number of voyages. Later, we were absorbed into the trading company and found ourselves on more even terms.
How are you enjoying Persona 4?
I taught her how to distill mare's milk. She taught me how to read a Valian sundial. It's been a most useful acquaintanceship.
You could just say we're friends. Good friends.
Maya nurses her brow and sighs. Very well. Okay. I'm so... Oh, wait. I'm just so confused. So confused. So confused.
How do, friend? You need something?
Sniffing. Maya passes you a subtle nod.
That goes for you or your fetching friend.
He smiles at Maya, winking. Study him carefully. He possesses the warm tones of an island Amawa, calm eyes, and a minute scar on his upper lip. Your close scrutiny unnerves him, and he takes a cautious step back.
That's close enough.
He scratches his ear, glancing to the left and right. Insight. You almost missed it, but you spot a smudge of ink on his right thumb and index finger. As he brings down his hand, he unconsciously pats a bulge in his pocket. Nodding to you, Maya makes it clear that she noticed it as well. Ink and a pocket full of notes. You the one going after Tahua?
How did you know about?
He blinks at you and clears his throat.
You must have me mistaken for someone else. This is not a name which I know.
Bluff and insight. Of course it is. You have orders to follow her every move. He pales, glancing left and right with alarm.
No one told me to expect you. There are proper channels to discuss this.
His whisper lowers to an urgent hiss. Intimidate, lie. I was the one who argued to spare your life. Don't make me change my mind.
Or go ahead and give us an excuse.
Maya raises her brow and gives him room to speak. He raises a trembling hand to his mouth and shakes his head.
I withdraw myself from the mission. Our cause is too important to chance on my incompetence. I will deliver my report and accept disgrace.
Give me your report on Tahua. I will pass it on with a glowing recommendation.
You would do that?
He stands straighter, his chest swelling with a hopeful breath.
If Twaha is a trading company agent, she has not been activated yet. I found no evidence in her quarters, so I wish to shadow her until her contact revealed themselves.
Moonlight, what's going on? How are you? As for turn-based, it wasn't built for most CRPGs. Divinity is an exception, yep. I'm enjoying it. The music and voice acting is great. Nice, nice. Imagine Baldur's Gate in turn-based. That's what Pillars of Eternity turn-based is like. Meaning 1 and 2, that is. Gotcha. I know you're a CRPG guy. You ever dip your toes into ARPGs like Diablo? Diablo never appealed to me. I am a big fan of Assassin's Creed. And I like action RPGs in general, as long as there's a focus on story. That's what's really important to me, that I have a really cool story to go through. So the Diablo series never appealed to me because it seemed like the focus was really on combat and for people being able to come together and engage in the combat. And so that's not my cup of tea. But something that has a greater focus on story, I'm all about it. And we were actually just talking the other day about Borderlands. I was a big fan of Borderlands 2. Played a lot of that game. You know, crazy thing. I watched your whole playlist for Pathfinder Wrath of Righteous classes, and I haven't played it yet. Still working on Kingmaker. That's awesome. At least I'm glad you enjoy the content, and hopefully it'll be useful to you once you start playing the game. Did you see Fire Emblem Engage? Also, Fire Emblem's out. I saw Skill Up's review of it, but I think that came out before the game was actually out, so I wasn't sure when the game was going to release. Going to go back and watch your previous live streams of Pillars of Eternity 2 later on. I'm playing it right now myself. Awesome. Awesome. I hope you enjoy them. Stepping back and coughing into her fist, Maya pointedly avoids eye contact.
That's all I know. Whatever Rawatai has planned, she might only be a part of it.
He shakes his head, frowning. Good. Now leave this island and never return.
As you say.
He nods, taking a last look at Port Marsh before turning his attention to the closest available ship. It's a cool, but it really is a side thing. D3 never interested in me. Yep. That's what I figured. I could tell, like, story wasn't a big focus.
Or must I handle everything myself?
It came out of nowhere. They didn't announce a release date as far as I'm aware. Interesting. From Skill Up's review, it seems like they're another game where the focus has become much more on combat and story is kind of an afterthought, but I probably will buy it and go ahead and give it a whirl. But it might be a while. If I do play it, though, it's probably going to be a while before I get thoughts on it, because I think Forspoken is supposed to come out this week, right? So that'll probably be my real focus, at least for this week. You don't have to worry about your tail any longer.
Is this so?
Tuar blinks, saving any hope for when she hears it from Maya.
We took care of it, just like I said we would.
Winking, Maya holds out Atsura's missives. Tuar snatches the papers away with a blur. Glancing over the pages, Tuar licks her thumb to turn each sheet. She nods, muttering under her breath.
Everything seems to be in order. I'll see to it that these are addressed in good time.
The edge of her mouth creeps up into a smile. What did Atsura send to you?
I'm supposed to pass these down the line and into the next set of hands. More of what you've done here. That's discretion for you.
She tips her shoulder with a lopsided shrug. That doesn't exactly answer my question.
Doesn't it? That's all the answer I have.
Tuana tips her head, studying you with genuine curiosity.
We should be going. It's been an absolute delight.
Maya claps her hand, but Tuar winces at the contact.
That's enough of that, soldier. Atsura will know your performance was adequate.
She pulls back, wiping down her palm.
And you, Watcher. Rawatai thanks you for your service.
She bows, stiffly. Maya, we're discussing what happened here later.
Yeah, I thought we would.
Shrugging, Maya delivers a hard and meaningful salute to Tuar, even as other Rawatai turns, acting in every way a stranger.
I need to check in with Atsura. Mind if we take a detour to the Brass Citadel?
Maya raises her brow. Not a problem, Maya.
Appreciate it. Atsura probably wants to make sure I'm not wasting too many resources on his little errand. Nothing to worry about.
Maya shrugs, gesturing to be off. Okay. Let's go ahead and head out. I'll be interested to see how Diablo 4 turns out, but even if it's good, I'll be conflicted about buying it because, you know, Blizzard. Yeah, Blizzard is not really everybody's favorite company right now. By the way, next DLC for Wrath with Shifter class will have a Fiend archetype. Time for my third demon run. Eyebrows will be a bunch of transformations. What suit do I feel like wearing today? I'm really looking forward to diving into those mechanics and seeing if it's going to be any good. I never finished Wrath because the map traveling is kind of bad. That's interesting. What do you mean? Now it's the part where you learn romance in Maya is not that simple. I've already kind of got the, I kind of already figured that. But I'm in it now. I'm in it for the long haul. I'm not going to let her go. Oh, what's this? Hold on. Think that, the map is perfect for me. Just need someone with 20 plus stealth to avoid encounters 24/7. Way better than Kingmaker. Well, that's definitely true. It's way, way better than traveling on Kingmaker. A lot of things about Rather Right is better than Kingmaker. That constant feeling of a time limit is crazy. All right. I believe you are a bounty, sir. Oh, I can talk with Maya. I didn't realize that.
Wait,
sir, been looking forward to you. Pretty sure you're a bounty. Where's Merkel the Mad? Which one of you are Merkel the Mad, though? One of you in there must have been Merkel the Mad, I guess. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. And that's all she wrote. There we go.
Me and you about to mix.
Of course.
Come on, Olive. You throwing that stuff down right at the end of the fight? We don't need that. Okay. And is that the other island then that I need to do? That's perfect. Does anyone ever use food in Pillars? I find at the end of each run I am drowning in mats, traps, and unused potions and stuff, even on Path of the Dam. Yep. I sell all that stuff for extra money. I don't keep that around at all. Rich, what's up, man? How are you? How are you? I got no complaints whatsoever, dude. Hope things are going well. Yeah, but I don't like the way you can only travel on rails and not freely explore the map. It feels so stupid. You can freely explore the map when you get to Act 3. I don't know if you got to Act 3 yet, but I mean, it's kind of it's enclosed a little bit because you have to clear out certain sections, but for the most part, it's open. Wave Skipper. I think that's you're someone I'm supposed to take out, right? We're going to go ahead and deal with you. They focus too much on time and Kingmaker. Felt like I was managing menus, not a kingdom. Exactly. There's way too much of a time limit. It was very annoying. Using consumables in CRPGs is a discipline. Ooh, and look at you all starting off nice and terrified. I love it. So I didn't mind the time limit stuff at Kingmaker. Overall, I think I enjoyed it more than Wrath, even though in the end I didn't finish either of them. Interesting. You like Kingmaker more than Wrath of the Righteous. That's something I rarely hear. Is this one? Nope. Focus Star still. Yeah, give me rest spamming any day over time limits. Exactly. I think that's the standpoint of most people. We good? We good. And I'll take all and continue. No, you can't. It's still set rows. Even if you have more options, it makes finding the right path a nightmare. Oh, I got you. Yeah. You do have to go through actual roads in order to get to where you want to go. Is this the other one? I'm trying to figure out what islands the cartographer needs me to clear in order to feel like the stuff around Port Mage has been taken care of. Oh, look, there's another bounty. Take care of you too, bro. Right, Gonzo. My real problem with both is just how the Pathfinder mechanics work to make combat a chore. Also, just too much combat in general. I definitely agree there's too much combat in general. Yep. True that. Godzilla, it's like Final Fantasy where you hoard all the pots just in case. Like in Pillars, you could just walk. I got you. Yeah, that's true. I like the idea of the kingdom management. It just sucks that the systems feel inherently punishing and kind of force you to look up stuff you don't feel like you're messing up. You better use them. You got really into crafting scrolls. Let's see. Squads. Ounce and Wrath. Yeah, it helps if you use the armies as scouts so that you already know where you need to go. Yeah, I download mod to help with the time stuff so I'm not suffering like you guys did. I'm gonna get Pathfinder one more cake. I hate the writing dialogue. Reads like a fanfic I wrote in high school. You all like the writing in Pathfinder? I loved it. I really enjoyed it. Hey, man, you really helped me and still helping me in Wrath of the Righteous. You're amazing, man. Keep at it. Thank you. Thank you, Alice. Appreciate it. Glad you've been enjoying the content so far, dude. I really enjoyed making it. Looking forward to making more when the DLC comes out. Sip. What's this? Oh, you're just a regular captain? Okay. So, yeah. What's going on here? Ooh, the Temple of Tangaloa Ruins. Oh, here we go. Here's the anvil. Pillars feels like a world. Don't forget to like the live stream. Thank you, James. I always do a horrible job of reminding people to do that. But yeah, if you're enjoying the stream, I would definitely appreciate you. Go ahead and hit the like button. Thank you so much. I can't complain at all, man. How are you? Initially, I like Wrath more due to the Mythic Path stuff. But looking back, I think they actually reduced my ability to feel invested in the story. Really, the Mythic Paths did? Why is that? Kingdom and Crusade management were a terrible idea. I enjoyed kingdom management in theory, like the ideal of feeling like you're truly the ruler of this area. I didn't like the implementation. Crusade management just doesn't do all that much for me. I like how those guys pop like water balloons. Works for me too. Feels like a lot of decisions were already made about what mythic path I was on instead of deciding in these situations. What's the ring around Eder, man? What ability is that? It's a shield called Mogren something, but it basically creates a fire shield on Eder at the start of every combat, and it, I think it absorbs a certain amount of fire damage on every encounter. So really, really cool stuff. I enjoy having it. Dang the Lord devour you. Well, I have an overarching system, but it might be more dense in areas. But that's just guessing. Yeah, we'll see. Doing good. Playing some D&D as a player for the first time in years tomorrow. That's awesome. Hope you enjoy it. Hope it goes well. Jake, what's going on, man? How are you? I kind of wish they took the Tyranny prologue system to give you options to choose and have that be the guidance. Have you do a series of choose your own options at the start of each chapter. Yeah, that was pretty cool the way it was implemented. The way you can easily go back and replay one section too and not have to do a full new campaign or keep track of your saves. I would love a Starfinder game, Acoustic. The more sci-fi games, the better. Awesome. Yo, Mythical Rain, what's going on, man? How are you? A light fog curls about your ankles. Breathless, whispering voices call to you from the darkness. They cry in half-uttered sentences, in moans, gurgles, screams. What few words you can make out among the chorus beg for mercy, for an end to their pain. Step into the fog. Wisp wind around your torso and cling to your skin. The cries become shouts and the chorus screams. The fog thickens until you see nothing but its swirling, ghostly shape. Dark forms appear in the fog. They encircle you one moment and disappear the next. I asked Shodi to draw the spirits into her lantern. Who's there? No. Draw them. I think it's time for you, lost lot, to find the light. This way now. That's right. The dense fog swirls into Shodi's lantern. You hear the faint tink of metal striking the ground. You bend down to examine it and discover a small necklace. The stone at its center sparkles with the red of a fire's dancing flame. I can't complain at all, Mythical. Thanks for asking. I don't feel like you use different strategies to beat each enemy. Just buff spam and face roll. I don't understand. Mythic Man make you too overpowered. I mean, I think it depends on what level, difficulty level you're playing on as well, though. Like maybe on normal, but on core, I felt powerful, but I also felt like I needed to use all my tactics in order to get through fights. Unhindered by the fog, you are now free to continue exploring the island. These are great, but the rules are too outdated and not ideal for a PC game, buffing, etc. So hopefully their Rogue Trader rule set is a winner. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to what Owlcat ends up doing with Rogue Trader and the careers. I think it'll be interesting to see how they end up implementing that. Absolutely agree. Sip. Okay. What are the Tangaloa ruins? That sounds interesting. I don't know. Worst fate. I don't know. Worst fate than being in Shodi's lantern. It's being a lost wandering spirit, which is what she's trying to help you avoid. Ahead of you lie the ruins of an ancient complex. As you near the tumbled down stone entrance, you notice several curious drawings scrawled across the stone in a flaking brown paint. You bend down to get a better look and discover that the drawings depict violent images of decapitations, dismemberings, hangings, and sundry other terrors. Enter the ruin. Light from distant torches flickers on the ruined walls. Unintelligible words float to you on a breeze that reeks of carrion and the metallic tang of blood. I think the Pathfinder rules are outdated at all. Only 1E, not 2E, which is what the next game would be based on. So wait, was Wrath of the Righteous based on 1E?
Let's keep quiet. Let's take a look.
All right. What we got going on here? Supplies. Blah, 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 blah. Fat bubbles thick on the surface of this pot. The rising steam smells sweetly of meat. Who's in here?
Trouble up ahead.
Hey, what's this? Crazed Marauder. Humans? We fear no humans. Oh, wow, or maybe we should. There's a lot more people coming this way. We're not gonna wait. Let's go ahead and get it popping. You all enjoyed that quite a bit, I can tell. You all love that. Rob, what's going on? How are you, man? What's going on, KK? Glad you're able to join the stream. Come on, y'all. You haven't. It's taking you this long to generate 7 focus? Come on. All right. Excellent. Whoa, 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 whoa. Red-handed.
I'll take care of this.
What's going on here?
Let's see what we found.
You find a middle-aged dwarf tied to a post, a pile of bloody refuse scattered at his feet. His beard is a matted mess, and his face is streaked with dirt. Despite his haggard state, he twists against his bonds when you approach.
Bless your niggas. You're just in time. Another moment more and I would have been dinner.
What happened here?
It's a right sorry tale, I'm afraid to say. Our ship, a beautiful ship she was too, ran aground in a storm. Waves so high we couldn't see a damn thing, you understand?
Here we go with the candy man again. Said it took ages to develop their own IP. Wasn't Pillars 1 the first? Let's think about. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Pillars 1 was the first. In fact, was it the motivation to make Pillars 1? Didn't that come out of when they lost the bonus on New Vegas? And they're finally like, you know what? We're just going to create our own stuff.
Come to discover this here island's about as barren as an ancient lecher's bed. Not a scrap of nothing edible on it. And none of us were especially keen to take our turn about the wheel, so...
He trails off, unable to meet your eye.
As the months wore on and no one came looking for us, we started running low on crew and, victuals. I think what few of us were left here at the end might have gone a little nutty.
Florian, what's going on, man? How are you? Who are you?
Jordan, red-handed of the Impostors of Men. Well, formerly of the Impostors of Men.
He laughs a little too loudly.
Something of a lifelong deckhand I am. Picked up cooking in the last few months, too. Meat's my speciality. On account of the, well, you know, the business here. With the cannibalism.
Untie him.
My wrists, thank you, madam.
He takes a moment to flex and bend his hands, working the circulation back into them. His lips twist into a grimace when he runs his fingers over the deep bruises the ropes left.
Say, you got a ship? Couldn't get here without one, right? You by chance have any spots open for an old dwarf like me? I might not look it, but I'm a deft hand with the rigging. Can even cook some.
Accept his offer. Welcome to the crew of the Normandy.
I owe you one, Captain. A death like this, I'm not sure I'll ever be able to repay you. You like stew? I got a great recipe. Flavor's real different, like nothing you ever tasted. I'll make it for you. You know, in thanks.
He gives you a quick wink and a nod before heading back to the ship. Mr. Oh, yeah, KOTOR started with BioWare, most definitely. I think the sales for Pillars 2 is unfortunate, but I'm also hoping that hopeful success of Avowed is going to help make that better. Some of the bones in this pile are cracked and bleached with age. That as people get more interested in that IP, they're going to realize, oh, it's a prequel to a totally different game, and then it's going to bring in more fans of Pillars as well, and make it more viable for Obsidian to make a sequel to this game, and hopefully to Tyranny as well. But that's my hope. It could be that that's an impossibility, because of course if Avowed does well, they're probably going to want to make a second one, and they've already mentioned that they're making a sequel to Outer Worlds, so I don't know if they'd really be interested in another Pillars game. Hey, this was the right island. Excellent, excellent, excellent. He was licking me. I don't remember the name of that movie, but I just always thought the trailers were hilarious. Man, I really, really love those KOTOR games, though. I'm definitely looking forward to revisiting them at some point. All right, is there anything else out here that I should do? A Boko at the Wild Mare in Queen's Birth. Okay, make sure that we go by there. And then, Ori Okoiki, right? That's the Wana. Yep, that's where the Wana want me to go. So, you know, let's head there first, and then we'll go back to Nekataka. Man, got quite a while to go. Let's do that. I hope so. Well, yeah, it could happen. We are getting Baldur's Gate 3 after all. Exactly. So keep hope alive. Well, who are you? Oh, okay, nah, I don't care about you. It seems to me like CRPGs don't often sell well immediately. Yeah, that's fine. But they reliably continue to make sales over a long period of time. Hopefully, they see that and make another. Yeah, I don't know if Pillars of Eternity 2 fit in that category. I know it did eventually become profitable, but I don't know if it got to the point where it actually sold well. So, good question, though, and I certainly hope so. Avowed win. Who knows? Who knows at this point? The Coral Junk. Oh, Takabna. You are probably someone who's supposed to die. We're going to go ahead and deal with you now. People complain that DOS 2 and both Pathfinders had a lot of bugs in launch, but both companies did a really good job of following patches and content. Hopefully, the BG3 devs keep it coming for a while. I mean, TARDIS, what's going on, man? How are you? I feel like Larian has a pretty good reputation for supporting their games. Like, they don't just leave their games in a really bad state. So I'm honestly not too worried on that front. I feel like they'll do what they need to do to make sure the games are working properly for the players. Like, I feel pretty good, pretty confident about that. Ooh, my people are getting hit up. Not cool. Let's do this. Just want my Shaper class, except the delay if it comes out close to the Elder Scrolls. Well, it's definitely not going to do that. I guarantee you, all games will give TES 6 a wide berth. Oh, damn. This is the guy who's above our level. So he's already taken some hits. What is going on here? Thorny Roots? Got some pretty nasty debuffs on me. It's unfortunate. But I hope your night is going well. I got no complaints at our TARDIS. My night is going quite well. Ships are coming out in March for Wrath. Okay. That's what I thought I saw. That's nice. It gives me a little bit of padding. I can play some Forspoken, play some Hogwarts, and then Pathfinder will be ready again. Works for me. Absolutely works for me. Here we go. Let's continue on. What's this? Probably don't need it, but I'm going to pick it up anyway. And let's go deal with this shipwreck too. Map, and we're done. Low rashes. Oh no. Thank you for the reminder. Good Lord. I did not realize. Where's the food? Food and drink. Oh, okay, this is it. Okay. We're getting low on food as well. Oh wait, no, this should just go all together. And then this can go all together, but that's not really the type of food I want. So first of all, you can get grog here. Get some mead. Get some more mead. Get some... Actually, this does... Yeah, this we can save for later. Also the other stuff. Ooh, fresh fruit. So let's go ahead and throw that in there. Huh. We really are running... Oh, here we go. Water. There we go. So we don't have to worry about water again. And we'll throw in some milk. Milk. And I think that should be enough. I think that puts us in a healthy spot. Wrath is coming. Damn, congrats to them. Takes a... Wow. Later, Rich. Take care. I don't care about ES6. I just want some news about Starfield. I really hope it does well because we don't get nearly enough sci-fi RPGs. I agree. I absolutely agree. One of my favorite hobbies is calling Elder Scrolls games Skyrim just to piss off the community. Wrath came out a long time ago. Anivia. Unfortunately, stop. Chill out. Moonlight is referring to Anivia being trans. It's not clear unless you're either familiar with the tabletop or you really ask her about her personal life and dig into it in a way that she finds offensive. The painting on the post resembles the symbol used by the Leaden Key. Yeah, that was rude. Don't do that, KK. That was very rude. Oblivion is old Skyrim, and Morrowind is really old Skyrim. Oh, there's people here. Hold up, but we can steal here. Awesome. A young woman steps up to the edge of the cliff and peers down, wearing an amused grin. She fingers the curve of a long hunting bow. Yeah, mister, it's not something that they really, throw out there. You got to dig or you have to know the tabletop to really actually find that out.
You went into the jungle for animal hides, I say, and found yourself in an empty clearing.
What?
Akira, the clearing was empty, I say. You asked no questions.
She scowls down at you.
You turned around and retraced your steps back to your ship, where it was safe.
She picks up her hunting bow and knocks an arrow, pointing it in your direction. Look, I just want to talk. Can we talk?
Not if you cannot listen.
With a sigh, she points the arrow to the ground.
If you came to blunt my teeth with chatter, try to keep it short.
What is this place?
What say? You came all this way, not knowing what you would find?
She cocks her head with interest.
You stand before the den of the Wahaki, our fortress, our sanctuary, our temple. And outsiders are unwelcome.
Oh, outsiders are unwelcome. Can I enter?
No. You think I stand here for my health? Only the Wahaki are allowed on Oriokoiki. You may be of the Deadfire, but this does not mean you are any less of an outsider.
I'd like to speak with your chieftain.
You have an audience with me. Ruasare doesn't waste time on outsider vagrants.
Diplomacy and insight. I seek a deeper understanding of your tribe. The way her hands drop to her belt, she either doesn't understand or doesn't like the sound of your words. Maya rolls her eyes. Oh, is this pro-Wana? Yeah, she doesn't like that.
Deeper? Deeper how?
Capay squints at you. I seek to observe the Wahaki, the people, their ways. She nods slowly, her expression guarded.
There are many eyes on you, outsider. Use your time in Oriokoiki wisely.
Worked out Anita was meant to meet trans pretty quick. She mentions a surgery that she didn't want to elaborate on pretty early, and I put two and two together. She mentions an illness that she had that they had to figure out a way to treat. I certainly didn't connect that with trans. Yeah, I was hoping she would be a romance option because Erebith died. Hey, you thought you could have her wife killed off and then you romance her? Nah, bruh. She lays it all out if you pick very specific dialogues in Act 5. Yeah, I've never known what was the specific sequence, but yeah, I knew that you could actually uncover that. That could have been anything like disease or a pain. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, mister. The game was so good. Didn't like it as much as the first one, but the ship upgrades were really fun. What's going on, Carl? How are you? Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this game. Enjoyed it a lot. Why do you prefer the first one? Got trans vibes from the way she talked about it and her design. Now, that's possible. Yeah. Are we putting any stock into Avowed? I'd rather Pillars 3, but if I could be a cipher, then maybe it'll be okay. Oh, I'm putting a lot of stock into this. I'm putting a lot of stock into Avowed. I'm expecting Avowed to be great, but I'll be honest, the development cycle is putting me off a little bit. I'm hesitant. Feel like we really should have gotten at least a trailer by now, and the fact that we haven't, it's concerning. Concerning. He was kind of bad. Trans detective.
Rasari will be expecting you inside.
She gestures for one of the cliffside guards to lower the lift.
Seeing as you've earned your way up from nuisance to guest, find me if you feel like trading.
Capella folds her arms and strolls away from the cliffside. Nah, man, can't romance any companion with her if I know a partner in the game as well. That's the reason why I'm not romancing Jahira after what happened to Khalid. Now, see, I romanced Jahira without even consideration for that because what happened to the partner wasn't my fault. Like, there was no way I could be involved in doing anything. But the couple that was in Kingmaker, even though I know there was a way where you could get it where it's really a three-way relationship and you're not really breaking them up, it still just felt off and weird because to me, you manually had to break them up yourself. You know, it didn't just naturally fray and happen. So, yeah, I absolutely agree with you. If you know them, it doesn't feel nearly as good to have the relationship. To break up the happy home to start up your own relationship. With the help of an elaborate pulley mechanism, this lift can be raised to the level of the plateau. Take the lift up. The creaking of wood and straining of rope accompany the lift's upward journey. Avowed is in development hell. There was an article by Jason Schreier that dropped the other week. It might not make it. Really? I missed that. I'm gonna have to check for that because I definitely got the feeling that all was not well, and it was very unfortunate to see. And I'm curious, what is the problem? Definitely. I might make a damn video about that, to be honest with you, because I know there's a lot of people like me on the channel who are waiting for this game and who are confused about why we have zero information about it thus far. So definitely, I'm going to have to check that out. DJ Khaled. It did make an average game recently, so I'm cautiously optimistic. What average game did they make? Are you talking about Pentiment? If so, Pentiment was kind of a labor of love. I don't think you can look at that and say, like, hey, this is indicative that they're not on their A game anymore. Like, this is what's his name's Sawyer. It's Sawyer's pet project. It's something that he was really passionate about and wanted to do. It wasn't really about making money or being in line with what they've done before. Excellent. I went for the Kingmaker throuple right away. Try to romance Palagina and Grieving Mother, and you failed. Also, Shadowheart is outrageous. What is the craze about romancing Shadowheart? I'm so confused. Like, there's nothing about her really that draws me to say, man, this is a great romance option. But for so many people, it appears that they've decided she is bae. And I'm like, I'm not feeling I'm not feeling that way at all about her. She does not do that at all. It's sad. I was really pumped for that game. First person in Pillars Universe would have been so dope. Shoot, at this rate, Baldur's Gate 3 going to finally come out before Avowed gets off hiatus. Man. Which would be insane. Moonlight Shadowheart is a party member in Baldur's Gate 3. Thought Pentiment was awesome. I think it will grow on people over time. You know, I played through it. It wasn't really my cup of tea, but I do see that there was love put into it, that they really tried to do something. It wasn't like it was just a throwaway game. It wasn't like it was just a cash grab. Like, they tried to do something, but what they tried to do doesn't appeal to me personally as a player, but I'm not mad at having played it. Like, I didn't feel like I wasted my time. Unlike something like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, where I literally felt like I wasted my time playing that game. Shadowheart is a potential three-way way to happen. Shadowheart, hot goth chick? Not really. I mean, look, the game's not out yet, so I'm not going to say that. Maybe she is everything y'all are making it out to be. But when I went through the early access, I was like, this chick is just not all that. She doesn't measure up to Jaheira from Baldur's Gate 2. See, Astarion being bae makes sense because he's a vampire. Chicks love vampires. So, automatically, he was going to get attention. That I completely understood. Someone told me Pentiment felt too on the rails ultimately. I haven't played it myself, though. I absolutely agree with that. Felt too on the rails. I didn't get to, you don't get to really make decisions about your main character's personality. And as someone who is grown accustomed to playing games where I have a lot of control over the main character, now playing games where basically all the choices the main character makes are done for you and you're just along for the ride, kind of irks me. Especially if I strongly disagree with some of the choices made. And some of the things the main character did, I strongly disagreed with it. I can fix her. Have a Shadowheart enjoy us. It's crazy. Oh my God, Lae'zel romances everyone else you don't romance. Topic is usually represented in games. What? You're right, but there's a way that trans women usually get represented in games, and Nevia fit right into the mold. Maybe I just have psych abilities, but I pay. On why you felt like you could easily figure it out. Got you. A round-bellied man stands at ease before a cluster of hardened fighters, their fists balled and brows furrowed. Murmurs of tense discussion slow to a halt as a woman at the head of the crowd steps forward, clutching a spear.
Maybe the spear's a gift for us?
Silence.
She grimaces at her.
The outsider must leave. Oreo Koiki will not be parceled off and bought with foreign lies.
She sweeps her spear-tipped gesture in your direction.
Ruasari would never let that happen. Where is your confidence in Aranka?
I just got here. You haven't even given me a chance to cause trouble.
Kira, you will not have a chance.
We are no better than the outsiders if our Mataru act like inhospitable savages. Where is the courtesy and welcome of the Wahaki?
His questions cast a ripple of unease over every listener.
If you have such love for outsiders, let this one speak for himself.
She fixes her attention on you. I'm a watcher. The gods brought me here.
There. Would you deny Burapu his first favorable omen of the season?
A smile slowly spreads across Aparo's cheeks. He passes you a knowing glance.
If the outsider turns on us, I say I will drag you through Tangaloa's maw with me.
She curls her upper lip at Aparo. Yeah, Carl, definitely happy about Eder, but in the first game, Durant's and Grieving Mother were my favorite party members. Durant's, Grieving Mother, and the Devil of Karak were my favorite party members, and none of them are in the second game, so I honestly find that very disappointing. We'll see how I feel when the game ends. But as of right now, even though I'm thoroughly enjoying this experience, and I do feel like there are some things about Pillars of Eternity 2 that are much better than Pillars of Eternity 1, I do feel like the party members are weaker in this go round than they were in the first game. Like Zell, cat calls you, spits game, and plays for the dates. Hits close to home, and it got me quite anxious. Okay, I'm sorry, Moonlight. I didn't know the discussion was bothering you. Hey, guys, let's chill out on the trans talk. Back and forth. It's okay. Take care, Moonlight. It's okay, Damas. I didn't feel like anything like disrespectful was being said, and so that's why I didn't stop it. But it's obviously bothering some people, so let's chill on it. It's cool. Lizelle, the type of guy to tell you to go back to sleep while she investigates the noise in the kitchen.
For all our sakes, may I be proven wrong.
Nodding to the assembled fighters, she signals them to disperse.
On behalf of those who remember our manners, welcome to Oreo Kowiki.
He sighs and shakes his head at the warriors before refocusing on you. And Deadfire Archipelago. I take it you and Rosari are paired?
When it strikes Rosari's fancy that we should sleep under one roof, we do so vigorously.
Couldn't agree more with what you said earlier. I played right now 3 games that are some of my favorites. Rad, we're not along for the ride neither. If I don't matter, I don't care. It's all good, KK. That's a lesson for me. Maybe I should have said something just and told you all to chill. It's fine. You live and you learn. The game name is month. That's Path of the Dad flashbacks. What's going on, Sid? How are you? How far are you in the game? I'm about. Shout how far am I into the game? Maybe 30 hours. I gotta be more than halfway finished. Most definitely with the game. When it strikes Rosari's fancy that we should sleep under one roof, we do so vigorously. At least more than halfway done with the base game. Like, I haven't delved into the DLC stuff at all, so I don't know how long that stuff is.
Some think I influence her judgment, but they have the wrong of it. My back is too fragile for the weight of authority, I say.
I got no complaints at all. Thanks for asking. Yep, I'm definitely going to stream Forspoken. I don't know if I'll do a full playthrough. It depends on whether or not I like the game. Is there usually much infighting when outsiders show up?
Ikira, I say circumstances have made us rough around the edges. Outsiders come with cannons, nets, torches. They do not come to talk.
Why are the Wahaki so protective of their land?
We safeguard any land that the trading companies have not stolen out from under Anakaz's throne. The islands will fall if the tribes do not recall our past and Ngadi's covenant.
Deadfire Archipelago, the covenant to protect the islands, the tribes, and the luminous Adra?
Ikira, just so. For this, she gave us the power to shape her domain. If we fail in our charges, the birthright of the Huana disappears.
Yeah, I saw that. That's another thing I might make a video about. Those Forspoken PC specs were insane. You could tell they did not optimize the game for PC at all. What in the hell? Be sure you have multiple saves before you start DLC. I have lots of game corrupting bugs. Yeesh. All right, I'll be sure to consider that. Oh, yeah, Witcher goes on and on and on. But I've played Pillars of Eternity before, but I played it right up on launch. So that's why, because based on what I know about the story, I know I'm more than halfway finished. But I don't know how long the DLC stuff is or what it's added. So that content might extend this playthrough significantly. And Raph, you're the most important being since Era than 100 years ago. You're the only one that can save the... Let's just say it would be fog everywhere without you.
The Wahaki remember this. The Kahanga, they forget.
Why so much concern over the past?
We lost much of ourselves when Cataclysm scoured the Deadfire.
Right, Hazel, your PC. Like, I don't understand what they're thinking. Like, you can, I bet you this is gonna run like trash on the PC. That's my real concern. That those crazy specs show that the PC has been a complete afterthought for them, and it's going to show when we start playing it. Not to mention the fact that apparently there are a bunch of reputable reviewers who have said that the developer refuses to give them a code, which we all know is a big fat old red flag. Favorite race in BG3? Remember, I haven't played a lot of BG3, unlike a lot of other people. Like, I played it when it first came out, and I played a couple of hours of patch 9, but that's it. So I haven't gotten a chance to really dig into it. I don't know my favorite races yet. Plus, I don't think the full list of races is out yet. If Dragonborn is released as one of the races, Dragonborn will definitely be my favorite race. And I might just go ahead and roll a Paladin day one. We'll see.
Somewhere among the islands, there's a place where we...
In a game like DQ11, I don't know what DQ11 is. Where you still matter but don't have some impact, still let it, but not as those three. Got you. Just like the upcoming Hogwarts game. Oh, the upcoming Hogwarts game has got crazy PC specs as well. Everything wants 32 gigs of RAM now. Like not even Chrome needs that much. We can't really make a judgment call about how Rogue Trader runs because it's still in alpha right now, Godzilla. So we don't know whether or not it's going to be optimized properly for the PC. Owlcat is slowly been getting better, Fubs. I mean, Kingmaker was terrible. Wrath definitely had issues, but it was less bad than Kingmaker. And I'm expecting Rogue Trader to be that first true smooth launch. We'll see. Boss Page, what's going on, man? How are you? Baldur's Gate 3. I said if they release a supposedly Dragonborns might be added to the game, and if so, I might consider rolling a Paladin. But actually, it won't be day one because day one, I'm definitely going with old boy who is trying to help his devil patron. That's definitely the one I'm going to be playing as. Forspoken is a game that's coming out this week, Carl. It's made by a lot of the same people who have worked on... It's made by Square Enix, so same folks who work on the Final Fantasy games. Take 3 years to play it to be good to play. We'll see. Half orc is best. Like anything, let's be the biggest, meanest person on the planet. I'm always a fan of that, to be honest with you. Blah, blah. What's going on? How are you? Welcome to the stream. James, good to see you on the stream as well, man. Do you play any MMOs? No. They keep trying to get me to play Final Fantasy 14. I might give that a shot, but no time soon. I probably won't play that until next year because my slate of games, as far as streaming for this year, is pretty packed. Appreciate your positivity. If I say you money, can you pick some lottery numbers for me? I just lost the lottery. It was like it was like $1.5 billion or something over here in Illinois. I tried to play it. It didn't work out that well, unfortunately. I'll get retweet on. Do it. Smiting people feels amazing. Also low. I've been watching Wolfhard smite people. It's been amazing.
There is Ukaizo, a place where the Huana can find themselves again.
Back to my other questions.
Ask. I am pleased to be making a new friend.
What can you tell me about Rosari?
She is our Ranga and the strength of our tribe.
He stands tall, wearing a proud grin.
I have never seen her without a mouthful of koiki. Even in battle, she wears a bandolier of fruit.
Oh, here we go. Blah, blah, breaking the mold. I've had a string of people coming onto my streams telling me Final Fantasy 14 is where it's at. I've got to play it. It's one of the best. You're the first one to say, wait a minute, actually, this is kind of overrated. So you say it's a little PG for you. So you prefer a more darker, more mature story?
A spirited, passionate, and very hungry woman is my Rosari.
Yeah, that's the other thing, Mister. I haven't forgotten that, so that's another reason why I'll probably wait until next year before I play it. Farewell. All right. So we talked to Aparo. Now we'll talk to you.
Kira, what now?
Capella furrows her brow and waits. Anything I should know about the locals?
Buparo is our mystic. Convinced that the whole fortress will come crumbling down if he doesn't keep to his daily devotions.
Well, Carl, I pre-order because I have a channel. So I know I'm going to play Hogwarts Legacy because at the very least, I got to play it and review it. But for other general people, I definitely agree that there are some developers who have lost their credibility and whose games you definitely shouldn't pre-order. But if you already know, like, no matter what, I'm going to play this game, then what's the harm in pre-ordering? And for a lot of people, they just love Hogwarts in general. And anything involved with Hogwarts, they're absolutely going to snatch it up. So pre-ordering for them just makes sense automatically. Thanks, KK. I appreciate it. Think about it, Hogwarts is a nasty.
As for the rest, ask around. I'm not here to satisfy your curiosity.
How dare you? I'd like to trade.
You're in luck. I am the only one on the island who trades with outsiders.
Okay, but do you have any interesting? Ooh, Kuari's prize. What's this? Plus 5% damage with spells and plus 1 intellect, plus 1 perception. But none of my peeps really specialize in damaging spells. It's all about buffs and debuffs with us. So we'll let that go. We'll pick up some flowers and then talk to you.
Keep out of my way, outsider.
Oh, okay. She doesn't want to talk. No problem. Oh, and that's her. How's this going? We got here. Can we go in here? Any problem with that? Your favorite mythic path is Swarm, isn't it? Yeah, Final Fantasy 14 is just too many fetch quests. Like, go outside and talk to this person, then come back and repeat what they just told you. And yes, I prefer a most adult, intelligent story. Got you. Okay. So, blah, blah. What's an RPG that you were really impressed with? What is this place?
Real quiet now. Still as a pond. Give me the order.
Oh, and none of these people are... Oh, wait, there's more people here. Awana with a foreign bird friend? Kara, I see you there. All right. So,
You were
could
saying?
she... Question is, could she get there? Okay, so this is lowering down right now. Oh, Witcher 3. Oh, yeah. Okay. Definitely. I definitely could agree with that. An adult storyline. Very adult storyline. Great gameplay, great combat. Witcher 3, of course, is awesome. But that's like also an obvious choice. So, okay, so what else? What's another example of like a really great adult-themed RPG?
I'm listening. Let's go.
Oh, you leave. Excellent. Get out my way. And bam, that's done. So dark in here. It has some fetch quests, but fetch quests are not really prevalent in Witcher 3. I wouldn't say like it has a fetch quest problem. Whereas I've never played Final Fantasy 14,
That's the same headdress Theos.
but MMOs in general have a fetch quest problem. Now, I can totally understand blah blah is taken in the 2.0 content, especially before they did a big update last year. But the story and dialogue is just super crisp for me at 14. Planescape Torment. I keep hearing about this game. I'm looking forward to playing it one day. The mural is quite faded, but you still recognize the distinct silhouette of Theosix Arcanon. The preparing table for burnt offering reeks of spices and gore. This copper brazier reeks of ashes and burnt hair. A layer of soot and detritus line the blackened concavity. Examine the brazier. Among the ashes, you find charred fruit pits, scraps of parchment, shards of pottery, animal bones, and matted bundles of singed hair. Nothing else about the brazier stands out to you as an interesting or relevant. Place a bomb in the ash? Why are we doing that? But you know we'll do it. After taking stock of your inventory, but look, plant a grenade. You nestle the explosive on the ash, gently brushing soot and other leavings over it in a discreet mound. The next time the brazier is lit, this will surely explode. Remove the bomb. Okay. We don't know yet if that's something we want to do, so let's chill on that for right now. Levels 25 to 30 or so. Yes, but that's it. Pillars has bounties and a ton of fetch quests in Nekataka and the DLC. That's true. But he didn't bring up pillars, really. All of life is a fetch quest. Gonna fetch golf for the kitchen right now. Do it. Do it. For me, my top played games are Project, Zomball, Never Played It, and The Long Dark. They're great, but wouldn't really fit in the RPG genre. But I love me some roguelike type games. Got you. Okay. Interesting. The broad-shouldered woman on the throne lifts her gaze to meet yours. White face paint adds a grim aspect to her stoic demeanor. Smoldering braziers fill the air with oppressive heat, but she sits at ease.
Her face paint. You don't suppose...
Rosari turns her gaze to Alaf, who quickly falls silent. She returns her focus to you.
I am the Ranga of this tribe, and will not hesitate to send your soul through Tangaloa's maw if you threaten my people.
That's not pleasant. She steeples her fingers and watches your every move. Deadfire Archipelago. Is the tribe's spirit so eroded that even the Ranga forgets his hospitality? Her eyes widen as if she has been slapped. Speechless, Rosari steeples her fingers in her lap.
Akira it has. Outsiders fill the archipelago and enemies surround us.
Threed, what's going on, man? I can't complain. How are you?
You have the gift of our hospitality during this audience. Do not abuse it.
The studious-looking man to the Ranga's side scrutinizes you.
But will our hospitality be returned?
A trembling mystic consults a palm full of runes. The Ranga silences him with a look. Sitting forward in her seat, she opens her fist to reveal a plump Koiki fruit. She takes a deep and thoughtful bite.
The loss of Mbeta has soured me to outsiders, I say. Outsiders do not come to Oreo Koiki unless they want something.
She sets the Koiki down on the armrest and opens her palm, inviting you to speak. The Wahaki seem on edge for some reason.
Akira, a good reason.
Rosari squeezes her Koiki until the juices run between her fingers.
You are knowing that the purchase of foreign slaves is allowed in the Deadfire?
A shadow falls over Rosari's eyes as she lowers her brow. Deadfire Archipelago, sanctioned as long as the tribes aren't touched.
A treaty as frail as old parchment, I say. To buy and sell kith is the work of monsters.
Oh shit, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Are you alright? You feeling okay?
These slavers hunt the waters around Oreo Koiki. Like cowards, they shy away from the deeper jungle.
In spite of Rosari's hearty guffaw, not a trace of humor reaches her eyes.
They steal my people from their fishing boats and sell them like pigs at auction. Where is Onikaza to stop them?
Rosari opens her arms and searches left and right.
Someone must teach them the meaning of Wahaki vengeance, I say.
Why do you need outside help for this?
Need? No. Want? Yes.
Rosari narrows her eyes, crinkling her war paint into a predatory visage.
My people risk themselves enough. For someone to earn my favor, they must put the tribe first. They must risk everything for the Wahaki.
She raises her brow. This isn't my fight. Allow me to consider.
This is a poor beginning. But I cannot compel you to action.
Rosari tuts and shakes her head.
Our enterprising foes clump together in a small fortress on the tip of Crooksburg Island, northwest of Nekataka. My love, Aparo, lost his sister to these creatures. Akira, more of us will vanish if we do not cut out the heart of Crooksburg. Tangara, call off the warriors. I grant our guest the freedom of the jungle.
It's kind of had one heck of a story to tell my kids, though, right? Absolutely. Nice, blah, blah. That's my medication alarm. It gets ice like that, but sounds scary. Yep, Black Ice is nothing to play with. RPG is good. Any of the Elder Scrolls games, Fallout, Dying, or any of the old ones, Stone Sharp Vow, are more adult-themed games that I enjoy. Got you. Okay, interesting.
Even though he does not commit to helping us, Aranga always has hope.
She tips her head in your direction, leaving something unspoken.
As you say, Ranga.
Tangara makes a discreet hand gesture toward the entryway, and a figure in the shadows scurries off.
If you would come and go on Oreo Koiki, prove yourself a friend of the Wahaki.
She bites deeply in the koiki and swallows it down without chewing. I had other questions. She wipes her hand and motions for you to go on. I understand that you've been hit hard by slavers. I also seek vengeance against them.
The enemy of my enemy is still an outsider, but a resourceful one.
She clucks her tongue on the roof of her mouth and considers.
You are knowing that the purchase of foreign slaves is allowed in the Deadfire?
We already had this conversation.
A treaty to they steal my people. Me? My people risk this is our end to my love.
The Nsingwithan ruin makes for a cozy hideout.
Do not speak the name of those who felled mighty Ukaizo. Their spirits are unwelcome.
Rusara narrows her eyes and studies you closely.
We do not hide. We are protecting a way of life that others would trample under their boots. The trading companies would strip the land that the gods gifted us and unmake the works of our ancestors. There is much to protect in the Deadfire. Too much for any single tribe.
She sighs, rolling her shoulder to release some of the tension. What's the significance of your face paint?
The Wahaki show outsiders that we know their deceitful face.
Yeah, all games have a lot of death. All games have, or rather the vast majority of games have combat and you kill a lot of things. Like, just because it has a lot of that doesn't mean that it's adult. It's getting death in kids' movies too. I would just watch The Lion King with my daughter yesterday.
My ancestor knew this face well. She recalled its every hateful curve to the Wahaki histories. We wear the bone-white grimace of our enemies and take power from it.
Do you recognize the name Theos or the Leaden Key?
I know only that they clang and clash like foreign names.
She frowns. Yet something in her soul sparks like kindling held to a flame. There's an ancient presence there with its own memory. Read her soul. You reach into her soul, chasing that spark of recognition. You feel hundreds of births and deaths within her, forming and disappearing like bubbles in boiling water. You sift past through them all, focusing your overwhelmed senses on the memory of a strange foreign man. When at last you seize it, you find yourself in the very same throne room, but the conditions of the place and the memory of your host suggest that it is many, many hundreds of years ago, if not more. You are seated on the dais. A man is brought before you, dressed in stifling black robes. He reminds you of a corpse dressed for a funeral. He reminds you of something else too, but one of your attendants leans in and interrupts the thought before you can follow it. She tells you that this is the man you asked to see, and that his people have been harassing yours. He calls himself Theos Ix Arcanon. Explain yourself, stranger. He gives you a smile that sets your teeth on edge.
Your Excellency, I come to warn your people. Your presence among these ruins is an affront to the gods.
Saying his death's like how we would die, not, I don't know, Sonic. Got you. I've been hearing really good things about The Last of Us on HBO, but I hate watching TV shows once a week. So I'm gonna let 3 or 4 episodes stack up, and then I'm gonna binge watch them and see what I think of it. Borderlands, plenty of gruesome deaths, but you would have to be crazy to say it's an adult game. Not that juvenile games are necessarily bad. See, I do consider Borderlands, or at least Borderlands 2, an adult game because like it has themes and dialogue and things that you're dealing with that not only are not meant for children, but flat out, I don't think children would understand it. I don't think children would be able to enjoy that game the way that an adult can. So I do feel like it's more of an adult game, even though it's absolutely juvenile in its own way. Just can't stand what they did with Last of Us. That turned me off of the show. Yeah, there seem to be a lot of people who weren't fans of that game, but then there's a whole other swath of people that say it's the greatest game ever created.
You must remove yourself, lest you face the god's wrath.
Indeed, the man is an even greater fool than you had been told. The gods surely take their time. We have lived here 200 years, and they have yet to raise an objection.
The timeline of the gods is not for mortals to understand. But even their patience shall wear thin, especially after this warning.
Yeah, Bubs, Orlans are not appreciated in the Pillars universe. You certainly feel your patience wearing thin. Who is he, this foreigner, to send your people from their halls and homes? And who is he to tell your people, the survivors, about the wrath of the gods? What ungrateful guest evicts his host? Our ancestors built these places centuries ago. We will not leave. For a moment, his unctuous facade melts away, and he blinks at you and your attendants. You get the impression that your response has surprised him.
Your people cling tightly to their history.
His jaw is tight as he speaks. He swallows hard, as if gulping something unpleasant.
But where are these designs among your arts? Where is the carved Adra in your wooden huts? These places were not built by the Huana, but by an ancient people from a distant land.
You knew he was a fool, but now you suspect he is a dangerous one. His words are a lie, but like the very best lies, they contain the shadow of truth. Everyone knows foreigners once lived among your people as guests, but they have not been seen in 200 years. What prickles the back of your neck is the question of how he might know this, and why he brings it to you. The murals in these places and the stories of our ancestors tell it differently. How would you, foreigner, know our history better than our own grandfathers?
I have seen your murals, and I know that you will recognize this.
He produces a helm with 2 horn-like protrusions and a mask attached. He is correct. You do recognize it. Your guards and attendants gasp. The man, Theos, smiles more broadly.
It was my people who built these places, and now I come before you bearing their warning.
At least that much is true. You turn to your guards. Seize him. Just as a look of surprise appears on Theos' face, the ancient Ranga's memory skips ahead. You are looking at Theos once more. This time, however, he and a score of robed men and women are bound amidst a heap of peat and wood. This time, he is staring at you in disbelieving fury. You have gathered your people and told them that the foreigners before them are the same ones who came to the island centuries ago. Man, it seems like everybody hated Velma. I haven't watched it yet, and I was never a big Scooby-Doo guy to begin with, but damn, seems like folks were not happy with Velma at all. And now your people are angry and frightened too, because every Oaxaca remembers the story of how these foreigners abused the hospitality of their Wana host. So great was their inequity that the gods destroyed the great city of Ocaso and many others besides. Watch now as I wipe their stain from among us. Your people cheer. Theos struggles and yells, but his words are drowned out. Let us never forget that this foreigner is a trickster and his people a plague. Ha! Not gonna go down my storied history of Velma and my search history. Scooby-Doo isn't even in Velma. Mistra, you should check out White Lotus. Oh, Velma was pretty hot. Number one cartoon crush was definitely Velma. Really? Wow. If you didn't like Scooby-Doo, you're going to hate Velma. They freaking brutalized the whole thing. Oh, so you watched it, Reed? You weren't a fan? From this day forward, we must be vigilant. Let us root out such foreigners and keep our lands pure of their wickedness. The tribe cheers louder than ever. Young and old, Mataru and Roparu, all are united in purpose. A change seems to come over Theos. The struggle leaves his body and the rage departs his face. Good. Let him accept his end. One of your attendants offers you a torch. Throw it onto the pyre. You hurl the torch. The flames spread quickly. The foreigners scream as the fire advances, all except Theos, who looks back at you with a strange smile of satisfaction. You pull back from the memory, and the gruesome scene evaporates around you.
Why do you stare so?
Rosari frowns at you. Do you recognize the name Theos, or the leaden key?
I know only that they clang and clash like foreign names.
Alright, I already did that. Back to Mike. Okay, farewell. Really? That's not an update to,
I shall be discreet.
This bowl is full to bursting with ripe koiki fruit. It looks as if Rosari's attendants stock it regularly to keep pace with Oranga's appetite. Examine the fruit. These koiki smell particularly sweet and pungent, likely owing to their growth in the deeper jungle. The smell overpowers the stench of the braziers, which suffuses the rest of the temple. Leave.
Back there with the chieftain. Did you see something?
There we go. I was like, come on now. Ooh. Well, that sure is interesting.
I'm listening.
My mom loves Scooby-Doo. Most YouTube parodies forget that each mystery was a real estate scheme. Instead, they play it like a real horror. That annoys me more than it should.
Aye, aye.
What is this? Where's this going out to? Okay, so this is a way to get across. Oh, if we had to go around this way, we could have come up and met her like that. Okay, fine. All right, Alaf, what's the deal?
You have something on your mind.
He tilts his head, listening patiently. I read an ancient memory in Rosari's soul and found a link to the leaden key. You tell Alaf about the past life you glimpsed in Rosari's soul, about our long ago meeting with Theos, his warning about the ruins, her decision to execute him, and her mandate to the Wahaki to defend their territory from outsiders.
That's like what he told the Glanfathans. I bet he didn't expect they'd kill him for it. Would love to see the look on his face.
Then the Wahaki are the painted masks. They've been serving the Leaden Key's interests for 2,000 years without even knowing it.
Alaf blinks, working through the implications.
Though not, it seems, in the way Theos intended.
He frowns, rubbing his chin.
People doing the wrong thing for the wrong reasons for thousands of years without even realizing it. Doesn't get more leaden key than that.
Theos had schemes within schemes. He knew what he was doing. What are you thinking, Alaf?
Belief is a curious thing.
He crosses his arms, settling back on the balls of his feet.
Once, the Wahaki believed they were guarding themselves against the Inquitans, Theos' people. Yet over time, they became hostile toward all outsiders.
A thoughtful furrow splits his brow. It's a logical extension of what they learned from Theos. Who knows what they believe? It's a logical extension of what they learned from Theos.
Yes, but it didn't stop there. It's not just that the Wahaki misread Theos' original message. It fundamentally changed them.
I haven't noticed that, James, but I'll keep a lookout for it now. That's an awesome observation. I can never play the same part of the whole game. I gotta switch them out, dog. Nah, I'm a ride or die type of guy. I pick the ones that I like the most and then ride it out with them.
They went from being a large and well-connected tribe to a much smaller one defined by isolationism.
Worry burrows into the shadows and creases on his face. Insight. This has got you thinking again about the consequences of your intervention.
You see all the ninnying I suffer from this lad? Right short tears rattle around in his noggin. You know me too well.
His wry grin doesn't quite banish his air of melancholy.
I've been chasing Velen and Key, trying to undo the harm they've caused. But what if I'm only making matters worse?
Private agony muffles his voice. His breath catches in his throat as the full weight of his words hits him.
Might I be to blame? Have I made a grievous mistake in getting involved?
Through his scars and lines and newfound purpose, you catch a glimpse of the Aleph you knew 5 years ago. Scared, alone, and desperate for direction. Set out poorly. No one can know everything, so we've all got to do the best we can with the resources we have.
When you put it that way, mine does sound like a rather flimsy excuse, doesn't it? Perhaps it was naive to think I could dismantle a 2,000-year-old organization in a single lifetime. But it's worth it to try.
What's that, anti-leaden key? Yeah. A little smile brightens his features. I'm glad you recover your sense of purpose.
The strange thing is, this whole ordeal has given me some sympathy for Theos. Not that I condone his actions, of course.
He quickly clears his throat. Threed, were you hoping that the show would closely align with the comics? I read some of the comics, but I haven't read the entire run. It was really good, though. Oh, blah, blah. Invincible is fantastic. It's an anime show, or it's a cartoon show on Amazon Prime. And writing is great. Animation is great. The combat in the show is great. It's absolutely fantastic. Really looking forward to the second season.
But I can't imagine he thought he'd destroy an entire generation either. Well, not in the beginning, anyway.
He claps his hands and presses his lips together, trying to formulate a thought. When he opens his mouth again, he speaks as if he's choosing his words carefully.
What I mean to say is, he thought he was doing the right thing. Even at the end.
Then his example is a cautionary tale for you. We should learn from it.
A prudent suggestion.
He nods.
At any rate, it will be a relief to move forward. It was always too comfortable to leave the hard decisions to others. To simply follow along.
He cocks his head in reflection and inclines it toward you. One-on-one's a rather righteous animated show for Critical Role. I know with the current one, Vox Machina. One can hope.
I only wonder now what sort of decision you'll have to make when we finally
complete it.
Deathus.
Me too.
Anyway, thank you. This has lifted a great burden from my shoulders.
No, I don't want to talk to you about something else. Let's get going. I do want to check, though. Okay, he's finally at 1. That's helpful. Nothing is actually invincible, though. I also heard the anime-based Skypunk game was good. Yep, I watched it. It was fantastic. Very, very good.
I will hear you, outsider.
Farewell. So they won't agree to a relationship with me until we've dealt with Quickspur. Cool. So now all of the factions want me to go to Crickspur. Makes sense. Right, Edge Runners. Edge Runners was fantastic. I absolutely concur, and I highly recommend you give it a shot.
Did you notice their face paint?
We already had this conversation at her. I left, rather. With the lip to the ground. Until I haven't go. What to say? Thought it was going to be my show of the year, but then Chainsaw Man came. I haven't heard of Chainsaw Man. What's that? Which streaming service is that on? You're not much of an anime guy, blah, blah. You're missing out. Some of the best, very best stories you can possibly see are done in an anime style. That's why I love it, the fantastic stories. Chainsaw Man is overrated. All right, so from somebody who likes Chainsaw Man, what streaming service is it on, and B, what is so great about it? Bleach is my personal favorite anime. Love, love, love Bleach. I think they just came out with a new season, right? Definitely gonna have to try to catch up on that. But I used to love Bleach and Naruto, but Bleach was where it was really at. Okay. Where's Crickspur? So I guess Treasure of Nadia. No idea what that is. You know what? Okay, since they all want me to go to Crickspur, let's just go ahead and go to Crickspur. You're bounding over there. Okay. Yeah, why not? Bleach is my favorite too. Why? There we go. Ooh, hold up. Yeah, looks like I'm not quite ready. Actually, it's only a couple. You know what? We're going to go ahead and go here. Ah, that's slavers. Deal with them later. The new season incredible, and part 2 coming out in July. Ooh, Crunchyroll. Okay. DBZ and Pokemon Junkie when I was younger, but never got back into it after that. Bad, blah, blah, bad. Maybe it's because I relate to the main character, Chainsaw Man. That's what much. That's why I think it's so related. In the distance, you spy the entrance to a cave sunken into a hillside, barely hidden behind the stunted, shriveled trunks of leafless trees. Approach the cave. As you approach the cave, something snaps beneath your boot. You look down, expecting a stick, and find the splendid remains of ancient bone. You see the ground before the cave with new eyes. What you first thought were branches are bones. Some have buried in the dirt, others piled in drifts. Many are bleached white with rage. You linger at the entrance to the cave. The passage beyond extends into pitch black darkness. It reeks of death and decay. I already said before I even clicked on it, this is the toughest fight in the vanilla game? Really? All right then. Well then, you know what? Nah, I don't like doing level ups early. We're just gonna roll with it. See how it goes. A mountain of bones is all that remains of the thousands of people who have died in this cave. Damn.
We're not alone.
Ancient vampire priest, ancient vampire sage. Oh, wait. That's the one we want. All right. Yeah, let's go. Whoa. Ancient vampire popped up out of nowhere. Not good. Oh my God. Okay. No waiting. That's not good. Whoa, and these people barely lost any health. This is not good. Ooh. And this is a wrap. Okay. Okay. That did not go well. Let's rethink how to do this.
The shadow comes to muddy the light.
So, first and foremost, we could just do that. You. Are they immune to paralyze? I don't think so. Fine, I hate this, but you know what?
Rather difficult to concentrate.
Good Lord. A little bit better, not much. Everybody, but it was better. Girl, why are you not? All right. I might have to come back, even though I would hate to do that. Need to use your empower abilities now, I guess. Yeah, I was just thinking about that, honestly. That, hey, I should have empowered that. It should have empowered this. So let's do that. Yep, gonna use the empowered version. And let that rain on them a little bit. Excellent. Now, actually, first you should do that.
Need something stronger.
Good Lord. Okay. Ancient vampire sage. Oh, he's got an immunity to intellect afflictions. Well, isn't that just so nice? Let's do this. And he immediately does this. bum, bum. Oh, ho, ho. A little bit of progress here. A little bit of progress here. Yep. There we go. Am I missing with this? What's that? Amplify when miss 2 grays. Interesting. Let's give it another whirl. Oh, wait. God dog it. Empower it. You got it. Use it. All right. And you. Whoever is the weakest right now. Yeah, the priest. There we go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Everybody focus on this freaking priest. And you. Oh, that's right. You can only do this once per turn. Let's do an empowered paralyzation on the folks who are already terrified. That's great to see. Oh my God. Now he's running around everywhere. Not good. You don't even have anything all that good to use it for, but hey. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot that you're still up and about. Let's try this again. Okay. Ancient vampire still. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh yeah, 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 oh yeah. Now, what we got for 48? Nothing? Okay, here. We'll chill for a second. There we go. 91. Let's disintegrate you. Uh-huh. Whoa. Oh, Maya's dominated. And she's dominated for like 16 seconds. God dog it. Really don't want her waving that red hand around. But this other guy is almost done for. So, you know what? We're not going to worry about it. There we go. Girl. There we go. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good, right? This is it? Yeah. Little micromanagement, little elbow grease. Never hurt nobody. That was fun. Thoroughly enjoyed that. All right. Is this going to be the console hall fight all over again? No, it is not. Indeed. Did a much better job this time. Or made it much easier on myself. Very, very nice. This ancient Adra coffin rests atop a worn stone pedestal. And the console hall fight was also worse because, ooh, the gift bearers cloth. +1 quick item slot, +1 weapon sets, +5 all defensive except deflection, and it increases with the history skill. Well, isn't that nice? I'm shocked more people didn't get a level up off of that, but yeah, that was good stuff. The console hall fight was worse because leveling up wouldn't have helped me. I was already at the level that I was supposed to be. In fact, I think I was at max level. So it was like, you got to figure it out. You're not going to get any better than what you are right here, right now. You can charm the charm back to your side. Ooh, I didn't realize that. That's good to know. Robert, what's going on, man? How are you? If Durst was here, this would have been a one-and-done fight.
I can tell that something's on your mind, and I owe you an explanation.
We'll put up with no vampires. Yeah, I agree, Florian. I'm hoping that maybe in Avowed we can get some Durance. Well, no, it wouldn't make sense in Avowed. But if there's a Pillars of Eternity 3, it'd be nice. I would watch anime with, I would, but I'm with no game in my house watching anime. Go on out there and talk to some people. You can get yourself a girlfriend. If there's one thing the world has plenty of, it's lonely women. But a lot of guys aren't out and about. They're not talking. Maya nods, tipping up her chin and steeling herself.
Twaha is eccentric. I know. Even in the Navy, I never knew what to make of her.
Hey, I'll stick to recaps for now. I understand.
You might be asking yourself why one of the tribals would be stalking her, and if that has anything to do with our little mission.
Oh, that's awesome, Robert. I'm hoping that's one of the games I'll be able to stream at some point this year. Insight, mission, interesting choice of words. Nodding, Maya sighs.
Atsura is doing important work in the Deadfire. He's bringing peace, order, bounty. Not everyone sees it that way, so he has to keep his intentions quiet. I know the secrecy doesn't look good, but I can promise you that this is for a better Deadfire.
Are you both spies?
If I pass information from one place to the next, does that make me a spy? I suppose it depends on what side of the fence you're on.
Her stalker wasn't just some creep or thief, was he?
Probably not. Leave it to the Huana to distrust a lone Rawatayan who knows her business. Doesn't surprise me that they'd want to keep an eye on outsider business, or get in the way of it.
Is there anything else you're not telling me?
Yes, of course there is, and plenty else besides. You think Atsura tells me everything? Whatever he has planned for the Deadfire, I'm only a small part of it. But I still need to protect my part.
That's all, for now.
For what it's worth, you're doing a great thing for the Deadfire. You'll see that someday.
Let's be off. All right, that's it. And we'll go ahead and take a rest here. Clear all that crap up. Slandered got the game. Nah, I've never been one who had game, but I'm also just never been afraid to talk to people. I've always felt like, you know, being able to go out on dates, being able to, you know, make those connections, just a numbers game. You talk to 10 people, you know, 4 might not like you, 6 will. So you got to just not be afraid of rejection. Ooh, I don't even have to clear out the other place to name this island. And, oh, wait. Pick this up. And if I cleared that, I assume the bent bough forest is not going to be that tough. But, you know, promises, promises. The stone altar before you is empty, save for dried, flaking blood and bits of hair crusting its surface. Survival. Search the area around the altar. Eder palms through the mud behind the altar, revealing a battered journal. It's certainly seen better days, but some of its pages are still legible. Waterlogged journal. So, have... And the sanguine harvest. Interesting. Examine the altar. All right. And that was it, it appears. Okay. And we are good. Now, I don't even... Oh, once a Matron Doriaga. Sounds like somebody who needs to go. One of my favorites. Your next game to stream is Divinity Original Sin 2, right? I forgot. Yep. DOS 2 is up next. Damn Daddy Island, basically. Boom. 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 Let's get it on.
Right between the eyes.
Oh wow! Why are you right there in the thick of things in the action, sir? That doesn't make much sense, but okay. Why aren't you doing anything? Oh, because Alop used the paralyzation spell and completely wrecked y'all. Damn. Rough. It's the ship of one of my bounties that I need to take out. Take all and continue. Boom. Boom. Come on. All right. I don't even know. Oh, I was going my way to Crookspur before that, right? So, Vampir's Crypt, Crookspur Captain, and Crookspur. There's a lot going on here. Interesting. All off with the support point. Yeah. I mean, your ship. Oh, I bought the junk. I bought the junk, and then I just renamed it to the Normandy. Confront the leader of the slavers. Seafall.
Are you there? Psst, Lovesome. Chance a gander this way.
A trader with sunburned skin and straw-like hair loosely pinned into a tumbling rat's nest waves both hands eagerly in your line of sight. Glance in her direction. She cracks you a knowing smile and rocks back on her heels, waiting a heartbeat before she speaks. This close, you can see how her nose and cheeks are dashed with freckles. She turns her head to the side, and you get a good look at the puckered scar that curls from her right temple and down to the corner of her lips.
Thought that might catch your attention.
Yep, I plan to do all the content, Robert.
Now then, you must call me Seafault. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, gent.
She thrusts a calloused hand out for a shake.
Have a look-see. You won't find a grander market for your labour needs than Crooksburg, nor finer illusion wares than mine.
What are illusion wares?
Lockpicks, noisemakers, chisels and crowbars, maps, compasses, hardtack, spyglasses, potions of invisibility.
She ticks the items off on her fingers.
You know, your typical basic expected survivalist gear.
I thought so, Robert. She smiles sweetly, blinking wide and innocent eyes.
For the more courageous traveller. Now, if I were a wagering woman, I'd say Aldi sent you to help me outfit just such travellers.
The trader sidles closer, glancing conspiratorially around before continuing in a more hushed tone.
During my station here, I've spied signs of illegal activity.
What sort of illegal activity?
Slaves that oughtn't to be slaves. Enslaving people of the Deadfire is illegal. It's the selling of slaves from elsewhere that isn't. If we could free the natives who've been detained before they're carted outside of the Deadfire, the illegal trade would be exposed, weakening the entire trade. Moreover, we'd ruin Ferrante's ploy with the slavers, whatever it may be.
She smirks meanly, rucking her scar across her cheek. I'll do what I can.
You'll find the natives, the illegal stock, deep within the fortress, kept from sight. There's routes to the inside, but most stand heavily guarded. You may have better luck sneaking in through the sea caverns dotting the shore. One of them leads into the fortress. I've got a skiff ready for the slaves you send out. We'll make fast for Deadlight.
She winks, flirting with the thought of a dangerous getaway.
After that, who but Andra knows? Maybe I'll see you around Dunwich.
Hey, no problem, KK. Take care. Have a good one. Ooh, everybody's leveled up now.
Care to have a look?
Show me what you have for
Right away.
sale. Helm of the Falcon. 50% of incoming hits converted to graze from ranged weapons. Negative 10% recovery time with two-handed melee weapons. Unfortunately, we don't have anybody who will take advantage of that. And patinated plate. This is heavy armor. +1 armor rating against melee attacks. Plus 15% recovery time, 20% chance to stun an attacker for 2 seconds when hit with a melee weapon. That was interesting. There was a meme when Deadfire dropped about how relatable it was for everyone to get to Crooksburg and spontaneously take out all of the slavers. Pretty much. The wood of these support beams still smells fresh. It's over here.
You there, approaching.
The guard sneers, fat lips peeling back from his yellow teeth. He grunts, muscles flex and pop in his thick-set neck as he cranes for a better look at you.
You are late. The auction is almost over.
Then hurry and let me through.
If anyone is to hurry, it should be you. I grow tired of opening and closing the gate.
His chest heaves as he cranks the winch to raise the heavy grating.
Take care that I do not drop it
Ooh, I forgot about this. Glad I brought plenty of money.
At last we reach the culmination of our lot today.
A stiff-backed woman gestures widely with her arms, gathering the crowd a hair closer. Excitement simmers amid buzzing voices and the low rattle of raffia hand fans. Anticipation hangs in the air. Then, with a flick of her prim wrist, she hastens the final slave to step forward. He's a strapping, ugly-faced Mistborn, chains in the planks of the stage, rattling with each of his heavy steps.
Feast your eyes on a fruit most rare.
The auctioneer's lips curl in a cruel smile.
Veliko will open the bidding at 800 pies. 800 pies, 800 right here, and 850. Who'll give me 850, 875, I'm at 875.
She points to the various bidders who raise their numbered fans, never pausing in her lilting chant.
What a putrid thing.
The words are cutting, but the buyer's fan snaps up eagerly.
We've got 875 and now 900. Who will bid us 900?
The auctioneer sweeps her hand over the crowd, searching for the next price jump. 900.
Now we're at 950. Do I see 950? And I do. And we're up to 975. Where's my 975? There it is. And who'll give me 1,000?
Bid 2,000. The crowd jolts at your significantly raised bid, but the auctioneer hardly pauses for a breath before she's rattling off the newly set rate.
Damnation. Count me out.
The buyer tosses her fan to the ground in disgust.
2,000. The price is 2,000 beautiful pies. Do I have 2 and 500? Once, twice, and sold to our mystery bidder, the patron with the weighty pockets.
Her lips curve a rapacious smile.
Gelarde, I do hope you possess the sufficient funds for your sake as well as mine. Come here now. We will finalize the trade. Perfecto. Let us close this deal.
The auctioneer inclines her head to the shackled godlike.
You are a first-time buyer, Ak? For I do not recognize you as one of our usual patrons.
I've come to address your personnel problems. Her eyes narrow with understanding.
The master has been expecting you. Go. You will find him within the residence.
Good day, my lord master.
Ah, and how might I help you?
Like to meet with the master.
Master Kua will be expecting to see you. Do not make him wait. His office is in the residence.
I don't remember what I have to do to free that guy.
See what I can do.
Pretty sure there's a way, especially now that he's been bought.
Easy now.
Rancid air wafts from this vent. Okay. Move. Customer. Not a speck of dust rests on the furniture. Very clean and orderly around here they are. Nope. Not you.
Yeah?
There we go.
Well, don't see why not.
What's this?
Ooh.
Keeping an eye out.
Excellent. And this looks like a dead end. Interesting. Your business is most appreciated.
Back the way you came.
Whoa.
If you know what's good for you.
I'm a paying customer. I'll go where I please.
Master's orders. If you want to see more than what's been offered, you'll have to speak to Master Kua.
I'm sorry, I was just curious.
Curiosity's killed more than a few runts like you.
Well, damn. Alrighty then. If that's the way you want to be. Whoa. for my party. There we go. Oh, wow. It's led by an Orland. Coarsely featured, but well-groomed. The Orland is so short that reclining in his red burge chair, his elegantly pointed chin barely clears the lip of his desk.
Shall we cut right to it?
Master Koa leans forward to rest his forearms against the desk, and you realize that he's actually rather long-limbed for an Orland. It's the oversized desk that dwarfs him.
So you purchased my rarest and most valuable offering. Clearly, you are a client of refined taste. But now it's time to pay up.
Nope, never heard of Dwarven Fortress. What is that? Give 2,000 copper. We good?
We're sterling. I thank you for your business, and you're free to claim your new chattel anytime you like. Of course, there is one matter for which we must discuss. My associate informed me he would send an aid to my problem. In exchange, I'm willing to commit a number of ships to his fleet.
To the master's left, a lion lounges on the tiled floor, watching you with a predatory interest. What do you need me to do?
The Wahaki have been quite persistently attacking my ships. That does make it somewhat difficult to conduct business in these waters. The Wahaki savages are nothing without their tribal leaders. Get rid of them, and the rest will scatter like startled birds. I need them stopped, and I need it done a fortnight ago.
Why are the Wahaki attacking your ships?
I imagine because they're territorial bastards. Or perhaps they morally and philosophically oppose my trade.
He waves a hand.
I hardly care about their motivations.
Ball space, yeah, I agree. Like, it's not the true hard stop, but for some factions, this definitely deeply impacts your relationships with some people. Just went through grieving Mother's first meeting. Forgot how detailed the birthing scene was. Yep. They don't have stuff like this in this new game. It's pretty much a random generated world where you have a dwarven settlement similar to RimWorld, but don't look as good because of it being pixel. Interesting. Nope. Never played that. Never even heard of it. I will not slaughter the Wahaki for your gain.
So it has come to this.
He frowns. He glares, but then shakes his head. Wisp of his finely greased black hair fall haphazard around his ears.
At least allow me to mark Wahaki Island on your map, in the case that you change your mind.
In dialogue. So wait a minute. Doesn't allow me to attack? Oh, here we go. About that time. Let's go ahead and make it happen. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, he went down real easy. He went down super easy. Kat, what's going on? How are you, man?
This is futile.
What quest did I fail? Failed something. Show completed. Tip of the spear. I just trying to make sure I don't fail something that I actually meant to do. Tip of the spear. Which one is tip of the spear? You failed the. Oh, you just failed the quest to help them. Okay, fine. Stay here, brother. Stay here. That's awesome. I just love how in the Pathfinder video games and Pillars of Eternity, people just explode in the Starberry Jam. Extremely satisfying. Give you a quest to kill the tribal people. Killing them will fail that quest. Right. I just wanted to be sure that's the only quest that I failed. And that it wasn't something faction related where they counted as failed. That was my only concern. Uh-oh. That didn't sound good. Oh yeah, you don't like that at all. But we love that. In fact, let's give one more dose of it since some more of y'all decided to run up. Excellent. Bet.
I'll take care of it.
Return to Oreo Koiki. Nah, we got a little more work to do. This marble statue appears to be a replica of a popular Grand Valiant piece titled Ducala Sierra. Is there anything I missed over here?
That order's too tall.
Bam! Demas, take care, man. Have a good one. Yeah, honestly, I don't know if I'll be making it the full 3 hours today. I am kind of tired, but I want to get this slave request done. So I'll still be going for a while yet. You know what? Let's go ahead. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh! Finally at a new level. What's this? Cypher's spells the target will convert some of the hits to crits. Increase the maximum number of times the power can be used before resting. I like both of those, but we'll do the other one later. Strange, the IGN review of Dwarf Fortress is fantastic. Gives a really good overview of why it's so popular. So it is like a really popular game. Interesting. Interesting behind the scenes. Seraphine is blue as a homage to a guy on the Obsidian forums with a blue Orlan avatar. This mad lady makes some of the craziest Pillars of Eternity builds. Interesting. Ooh, symbol of Aethys. Oh, crowns of the faithful, most definitely. What is this? Maximum number of times of empowerment. That's a thought, but what are the other things? An aura that shocks any enemies near them. Now the rest of it don't look all that exciting. Yeah, I seen videos on it and it looks good in a suit. Some good mods. Too bad more enemies to the game, but I've never met someone who's actually played it. Interesting.
Captain.
Level up. Dun, dun. Ooh. Inspiring a primal and granting several powerful inspirations for 30 seconds. Nice. The ranger performs a ranged primary attack that shoots 2 projectiles at once. Bonus damage plus 25%. Performs a violent swirl of deadly attacks, dealing full attacks to each enemy within range, but it requires a melee weapon. No. When a ranger or their companions are knocked out, the partner suffers the normal effects, but fills with focused rage. No. So I'll take this one and actually, I'll take this one and that one. Okay. Ba-la, da, ha, ha. By the way, the ability to just mess with people in combat in the story as a beguiler is a woe. That was supposed to be Mad Lad. Well, all correct. No problem. As a beguiler. Not as extensive as Wrath of the Righteous, but it's still pretty fun the 1 or 2 times it pops up. Interesting. Wall of Colors, most definitely. I really love the visual representation of the freezing rake going across the screen, and you know, we'll increase the maximum amount of time she can do in power. We need another level of spells before we get to the really, really good ones. And then finally you. Fire become each time the fighter takes damage, the duration extends. I'll take that. Then what do we want to do here? Bladed near death. I don't want to. Grants a chance to completely. Ooh, 10%. Yes, sir. I'll take that. I use a talk to text so my words get all crazy sometimes. I try to say I've seen some good mods for it that add more enemy types, but I haven't met anyone who's played it to confirm it's good. Got you. Got you. Okay. No problem. Excellent. And nobody's dead, so we can go ahead and just continue on. Find us some Wana. Because I think even though we dealt with the leader, we still need to find those captives, right? Right, because the pirate we would side with if we were doing pirate is looking for them. Damn.
I'll tell the taskmaster. He'll torture them up right good for their insolence.
Shadow comes to
Charge.
Nope, I guess it's not happening.
Those damned Wahaki injured another guard on post.
Soon as the master gives the word, we tie him to the racks.
What's the problem? The water flows crisp and clean. All right. It's been fun, but I actually feel myself falling asleep. Last night was already a really, really long stream, and I'm still feeling the effects of it today. So I'm actually going to go ahead and cut it here. I really wanted to finish that slave request first, but it's just not happening. I can feel myself shutting down. Don't want to push it. I definitely will not be streaming tomorrow night because I have to get up bright and early on Monday. And do some stuff for work, but I should be back on hopefully Monday evening, and I will see you all on the stream then. Hope you enjoyed today's stream, and take care. Have a great evening, all everybody. Sounds good. So I got good timing. Take care, Mythical Rain. Have a good one, man.